Merry little Christmas down. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, la prospero año, felicidad. I wanna wish you Merry Christmas, I wanna wish you Merry Christmas, I wanna wish you Merry Christmas. Let's be honest, Claire Keegan's book could have been an email.
Wait, you didn't hate it?
Oh, I actually liked this.
A real 180.
Well, isn't that something?
I'm as surprised as you are.
As part of the fa-la-la-la-la-la party, we read Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. And in case I haven't been hinted enough, this is set around Christmas. Therefore, there is a sense of, I mean, it looks like Christmas, how darker is. Hey, isn't that better? As Christmas Day approaches, there is anticipation, there is hope, there is excitement. And ultimately, what our main character, Furlong, would hope to garner is a sense of togetherness. With his wife, who is currently stuck behind the Dexy Midnight Risers, come on Eileen, and 5 of his kids. My gosh, I am turning into a dad with every year. I apologise. People are going to forget that one soon. But you can read this book very soon and also very quickly. This is like a mere 100 pages, and I have read, and I've now reviewed this in the space of 2 hours. I don't actually own a watch. I don't know why I looked at the wrist. I wouldn't be able to tell time. But this time is the 1980s. What have I done today? Why am I like this? Small Things Like These were set during the time where the Magdalen Laundries was in full effect. If you want to learn more about the Magdalen Laundries, you're not going to find it within the prose per se, but more so the authors. Note, you have Google. I'm not going to lecture you. But if you have an hour and a half, you could read this book, or if you've read this book or can't get a copy of it, check out the hour-and-a-half film Philomena with Judi Dench and Steve Coogan, which discusses this. And I think that is a wonderful film. Philomena is based on a true story, but in its simplicity tells the most heartbreaking story. And Keegan's done that here. Good literature, or our perception of good literature, be that from a reviewer, a pursuer, or a reader, needs to have some form of complexity. There has to be something that the novel is doing that shows, look, I am good literature. But actually, some of the best stories that I have read are simple, quiet. They are easy to read. Keegan doesn't seem to be doing anything extraordinary, but all of the images that she builds within Small Things Like These really do stand out. And thinking about Christmas time, what is the first book that is mentioned within this book? It's A Christmas Carol. The well-mannered and good-intentioned Furlong almost is an antithesis to Scrooge, or could maybe be seen as the aftermath of Scrooge. He's trying to help out everyone. He wants to do the best. Where the ghosts have left an effect on Scrooge, Bill could have an effect on the ghosts in his town. This is about the Magdalen Laundries, but we don't see any of the kids. We don't see anything really. Furlong, alongside a Freckle pair, have witnessed something, and now he has to decide, is he going to turn a blind eye to it? A moral dilemma has occurred during the moment where Furlong is dealing with a moral dilemma, such as taking something from the church. Furlong isn't there to be cast with the mantle of supreme antagonist or supervillain, or maybe if he just stood up. Because we all make wrong choices in order to benefit ourselves in some way, shape or form. During this time, poverty is rife, and while Bill is going about his cold duties, giving a little bit extra to those who might need it, what is taking a little bit of food here or there? What is decided to keep a pair of shoes for yourself? What is it to just turn a blind eye. These acts, despite how small they are, do they have an impact? Do they reach a conclusion? Is there any impact at all? Or is it just something that happens around us? What that answer is, you're gonna have to read it, and I don't think asking people to read this is any form of chore. And on the functions of the Christmas novel, we don't have anything heartwarming. We have something that's heartbreaking. This is a very clever little book, and I would give it a 7 out of 10. You weren't expecting that, were you? The amount of messages of people being like, he's gonna hate this, he's gonna hate this. I'm an elusive boy, aren't I? You never know what I'm gonna give you next in each video.
This is so scary.
It's petrifying, isn't it? God, if I stand behind you, if you could do like a little like run like from a horror movie, I'll put a black and white thing on it. Go. Is that how you would run from a killer?